Have you ever reached a point where you felt like giving up, where everything seemed too hard to handle? What if I told you that the most powerful moment of your life could come right before you decide to walk away? Let's dive into a story that could change the way you see failure, struggle, and the courage to continue. Right now, someone somewhere is staring at their phone at 3 a.m, reading another rejection email. Someone is sitting in their car after another failed interview, wondering if they should just stop trying. Someone is looking in the mirror, asking themselves if they're fooling themselves about their dreams. If that someone is you, I need you to hear this story. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just about success. It's about the moment right before success, when everything looks impossible. The moment when most people quit. The moment when champions are born. Imagine you're at a crossroads in your life. You've worked tirelessly, but the results seem out of reach. Every step feels heavier. You've put everything into your dreams, but the world around you doesn't seem to care. It feels like you're failing. The question arises, should you keep going? Or should you walk away and find peace? This is where most people make the biggest mistake of their lives. They quit at the 20-yard line, not knowing they were just steps away from the end zone. They stop digging just 3 feet from gold. They hang up the phone one call before their yes. But here's what I've discovered after studying thousands of success stories. The hardest part of your journey isn't random. It's not meaningless suffering. It's the final test. It's life asking you, how badly do you want this? It's the universe separating those who want it from those who need it, those who dream about it from those who will die for it. Think about a pressure cooker. The steam builds and builds until it feels like everything might explode. But that pressure isn't destroying what's inside. It's transforming it. It's turning something ordinary into something extraordinary. You are in the pressure cooker right now. And the steam you're feeling, that's not a sign to give up. That's a sign that transformation is happening. Every successful person you admire has stood exactly where you're standing right now, at the crossroads, at the breaking point, at the moment when continuing seems impossible and quitting seems logical. The only difference between them and the people who gave up, they took one more step, made one more call, tried one more time. Your breakthrough isn't delayed. It's not late. It's right on time. And it's closer than you think. We all have those moments when the weight of the world feels unbearable. When you think there's no way out, no way forward, the road feels endless, and the darkness seems too much to bear. But let me tell you something. Those moments are often the ones that bring you the greatest lessons. The deepest growth happens in the darkest hours. And right when you're about to give up, that's when the light begins to break through. I want to take you to a place most people never talk about. The 3 a.m. moments. The shower cry sessions. The times when you sit in your car after another rejection and wonder if everyone who told you to be realistic was right all along. These aren't Instagram moments. These aren't the highlights we share with the world. These are the moments that either break you or forge you into something unbreakable. Think about those nights when sleep won't come because your mind is racing with doubt. When you replay every failure, every missed opportunity, every time someone said you weren't good enough. Your chest feels tight, your breathing gets shallow, and that voice in your head whispers the cruelest words of all, maybe they're right. Maybe you should just stop trying. But here's what I've learned through my own dark nights and through studying hundreds of breakthrough stories. Those moments aren't random torture. They're not meaningless suffering. They're the universe's way of asking you a fundamental question. How badly do you want this? They're the final exam before your breakthrough, the last test before your transformation. See, anybody can pursue their dreams when it's easy, when people are cheering you on, when money is flowing, when everything is going according to plan. But real champions are forged in the moments when everything is falling apart, when your back is against the wall, when quitting seems like the most logical, most rational choice in the world. That's when you discover who you really are, underneath all the doubt and fear. That's when you realize that your dreams aren't just wishes, they're survival. They're not just wants, they're needs. They're not just goals, they're your oxygen. Colonel Sanders discovered this at 65. Broke and sleeping in his car. Stephen King found it in a laundry room, throwing his manuscript in the trash. Walt Disney learned it after rejection number 302. The darkness didn't destroy them. It revealed their unbreakable core. And maybe that's what your dark moments are doing right now. Maybe they're not punishment. Maybe they're preparation. Maybe they're not breaking you down. Maybe they're breaking you open. Opening you up to possibilities you never imagined. Strengths you never knew you had. Resilience you never knew existed. Because here's the truth that changes everything. The people who make it aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who fall and get back up. Fall and get back up. Fall and get back up until getting back up becomes their superpower, until resilience becomes their identity, until impossible becomes their favorite challenge. Your darkest hour isn't your ending, it's your beginning. Now, in the silence of your heart, ask yourself, what are you really running from? Is it the fear of failure? The fear of being judged? What if the obstacle is not outside of you, but within? What if the power to continue has always been in your hands? It's time to turn inward, to find your strength in the place where it was always meant to be within yourself. Stop for a moment. Right now, feel your heartbeat. Feel the air entering your lungs. Feel the life force pulsing through your veins. That rhythm, that breath, that pulse, it's been with you through every single moment of doubt, every rejection, every setback. Every time you thought you couldn't go on, your heart kept beating. Your lungs kept breathing. Your body kept fighting for you even when your mind wanted to surrender. What does that tell you? It tells you that survival is already programmed into your DNA. Resilience isn't something you need to learn. It's something you need to remember. It's already there, waiting to be awakened, waiting to be unleashed. But here's the question that will change everything. What story are you telling yourself about who you are? Because the voice in your head isn't neutral. It's either your greatest enemy or your most powerful ally. And right now, which one is it being? That voice that says, "You're not good enough," where did it come from? Was it the teacher who said you'd never amount to anything? The parent who compared you to someone else? The friend who laughed at your dreams? Or maybe it's the voice of every person who gave up on themselves and now wants you to do the same. But here's what I want you to understand. That voice doesn't define you. It's not your voice. It's an echo from your past, trying to control your future. And you have the power to change the channel. You have the power to become your own narrator. What if instead of, "I'm not good enough," you said, "I'm learning to be better"? What if instead of, "I always fail," you said, "I always find ways to grow"? What if instead of, "I can't do this," you said, "I can't do this yet"? That one word, yet, it changes everything. It transforms a period into a comma, a dead end into a detour, an ending into a beginning. The key to moving forward isn't out there in the world. It's not in the perfect opportunity or the right timing or someone else's approval. It's in here, in your chest, in your spirit, in the unbreakable part of you that has survived every storm and is still standing, still breathing, still dreaming. The power was always within you. You just forgot how to access it. The pain you're feeling right now, the frustration, the doubts, they are real, but they don't define you. They are the stepping stones on the path to something greater. We often run from pain, but what if pain is actually your body and mind telling you that something bigger is on the horizon? The breakthrough you're waiting for is closer than you think. But first, you have to embrace the discomfort. Let me tell you something nobody talks about. Growth hurts. It's supposed to hurt. When a butterfly struggles to break out of its cocoon, that struggle isn't punishment. It's what makes its wings strong enough to fly. When a diamond is formed, it's under crushing pressure for thousands of years. When gold is purified, it has to be heated until everything that isn't gold burns away. You are being refined right now. This pain you're feeling, it's not breaking you down, it's burning away everything that isn't really you. Every doubt, every fear, every limiting belief that someone else planted in your mind. The heat is turning up because you're getting closer to your truest, strongest self. Think about it. When did you grow the most in your life? Was it during the easy times? When everything was going perfectly? Or was it during the moments when life knocked you down and you had to dig deeper than you ever thought possible? When you had to find strength you didn't know existed? The caterpillar doesn't know it's going to become a butterfly. All it knows is that its world is dissolving. Everything familiar is disappearing. It must feel like death. But it's not death. It's transformation. It's evolution. It's becoming. That's where you are right now. In the cocoon. In the fire. In the pressure chamber. And I know it feels unbearable. I know you want it to stop. But what if this discomfort is your wings forming? What if this pressure is creating your diamonds? What if this fire is revealing your gold? Don't run from the pain. Dance with it. Let it teach you. Let it strengthen you. Let it show you who you really are underneath all the fear. Your breakthrough is being born in this moment. There's a moment when you realize that everything you've been through, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the heartbreak, was all part of your journey. You are not failing. You are learning. And the moment you realize this, something changes inside you. The struggle no longer feels like a burden. It feels like a necessary part of the process, the foundation of your future success. This is the moment of awakening, when you stop being the victim of your circumstances and become the architect of your destiny, when you realize that every rejection was redirection, every setback was a setup, every failure was preparation for something extraordinary. Think about a tree. You see the beautiful branches reaching toward the sky, the strong trunk standing tall, the leaves dancing in the wind. But what you don't see is the root system underground, sometimes twice as wide and deep as the visible tree. Those roots had to grow in darkness, pushing through rocks, searching for water, fighting for nutrients. No one applauds the roots. No one photographs the underground struggle. But without that hidden foundation, there would be no magnificent tree. You've been growing your roots in the darkness. Every time you got knocked down and got back up, you grew stronger roots. Every time you faced rejection and kept going, you developed deeper resilience. Every time you felt like quitting but didn't, you built unshakable foundation. And now you're about to break through the surface. Now you're about to show the world what all that underground work has created. The sleepless nights weren't wasted. They were investments. The tears weren't weakness. They were washing away everything that wasn't meant for you. The struggles weren't punishments. They were your training for the success that's coming. You've been one step away from your breakthrough this whole time. Not one step in distance, but one step in perspective. One shift in how you see your story. One change in how you interpret your journey. You're not behind in life. You're not running out of time. You're exactly where you need to be, with exactly the experience you need, for exactly the success that's waiting for you. The awakening is here. Can you feel it? Today, right now, you stand at a crossroads. You can choose to walk away, to quit, to give in to the pressure, or you can choose to stand firm, to push forward, to keep going. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The choice is yours, and today is the day that could change everything. The journey is not about avoiding struggle. It's about facing it head on, knowing that every challenge is a step toward the life you deserve. This moment, right here, right now, this is your defining moment. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect, not when you feel ready, now, because readiness is a myth. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's feeling the fear and choosing to move forward anyway. You've already proven you're stronger than you think. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still fighting. That alone makes you a warrior. That alone makes you extraordinary. So, what's it going to be? Will you let this be the moment you gave up? Or will you let this be the moment everything changed? The moment you decided that your dreams were worth fighting for? The moment you chose yourself? The moment you chose to keep going? As you move forward, remember this: failure is not falling down. Failure is staying down. You may have stumbled. You may have doubted yourself, but each setback has brought you closer to who you are meant to be. So, before you make any decisions, ask yourself, will I regret not trying? Will I regret walking away? The truth is, you'll never know the answer unless you give yourself the chance. So, keep going. Because the best version of your life is waiting for you just beyond the next step. Years from now, when you're living the life you dreamed of, you'll look back at this moment. This exact moment when you almost gave up. And you'll smile, knowing that the person who refused to quit in this moment is the reason you made it. That person is you. That choice is now. The real failure isn't falling down 1,000 times. The real failure is not getting up for the 1,001st time. The real failure is robbing the world of your gifts because you were afraid to unwrap them. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning. And the next chapter? That's up to you. Don't let your story end with what if. Let it begin with what's next.